Hey y'all, long time no see. I have not been as active on here lately because I've been very busy with graduating. That being said, I'm graduating. I have my graduation cap. My room is kind of a mess right now. We got a lot of stuff going on. I'm watching a video. I have my almond milk with my boba in it. Don't judge me. I have a lot of shit on my floor. Alas, I'm putting aside time to decorate my graduation cap because I am artsy. I'm a little art kid, so I thought this would be a nice way to, get a little festive while I can. I really enjoy music, in specific, The Money Store by Death Grips, and I thought it would be very fun to paint on my graduation cap. I don't know if I want to do my school colors or just keep it how it is, but yeah, I want to do The Money Store, and then in the text, I want to put something else like related to graduating. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Before I did anything, I started off sketching in my sketchbook just to get a feel for the proportions of the money store, and while I was doing this, I was thinking to myself, maybe it's not the best option for a graduation cap. Maybe I should do something a bit more PG, a bit more family friendly, if you will. But nevertheless, I persisted, and then I did some gesso on the graduation cap, and I got kind of scared for a second because I realized the cap was made of cardboard and fabric, and for those who aren't really in the know, paper and cardboard, things like that, tend to bend or warp a bit when you paint on it, but after the gesso dried, it ended up flattening out. It took about 3 different layers of gesso for it to be completely solid. Lots of time spent using the hairdryer too. So then I took a ruler to divide the cap in half and then map everything out from there. It's not perfect, but for the amount of time I was able to do it in, I think I did a darn good job. MC Ride would be proud. Also, pencil is pretty hard to erase on gesso, so if you're thinking of painting on fabric like this, keep that in mind. Are any of you guys also in the class of 21? If so, how was your school year? Did you like virtual school? I personally kind of liked it more than in person because it gave me time to work on this channel and my art during class, and it just gave me a little more freedom in general. I could wake up around 7:50 and squeeze in a shower around lunchtime, and if a class ended early, the world was my oyster, so that was a pretty good timing in my life. I say that because I feel like if this happened in middle school, I would definitely just waste my time watching anime and frying my brain. But when it came down to it and I had the option to go back in person, I ultimately decided to do so because it is my last year of high school and I wanted to see some teachers and friends, and I feel like I would regret it if I didn't go back, Plus, most of the seniors and friends that I was around who were my age were fully vaccinated, so we were able to go about things like lunch pretty normally. Well, as normal as it can be. I'm pretty excited for college as well because they've already informed us that if we are fully vaccinated during our classes this fall, then we don't have to distance or anything like that. Finally going back to normal. After over a year of headassery, we're finally somewhat there. And I'm so excited for this summer because I get to work, which I couldn't do last summer just because I didn't have a job. So I'll have money and I can host more parties and do more things. I'm thinking about going to the aquarium or the planetarium or stuff like that with my friends this summer. Just because those are things that you always want to do with friends, but you never really think about the whole money aspect of it. Georgia has the Georgia Aquarium, which is the world's largest aquarium, and I love going there, but I just haven't been in so freaking long. The last time I went there was probably in 7th grade on a field trip, so I'm really excited to go there recreationally. I feel like that would be really, really fun. I'm thinking about other stuff to talk about, and life-wise, there's just not much going on except for graduation, and I'm sure y'all don't want to hear too much about college. But I am excited that I'm already meeting some new people, virtually at least. I found some roommates and I've been kind of inserting myself into these group me's, these group chats for my school. I've already spotted some people from those group chats in the wild too, which is pretty cool. I'm in the LGBT group chat from my college, and one day I was getting boba with my friends and we were just sitting and eating not too long ago, 3 days ago maybe. And this girl walked in and she looked so familiar, and then she noticed me and pointed at me like she knew me, and then I realized she knows me from that group chat. How crazy is that? So yeah, that's kind of cool. I'm already seeing people that I know. And also, what else do I talk about? Social media. Let's talk about that. It's definitely been taking a toll on me lately. Not really my mental health, but just my life. I don't know, and I would like to take a little break, but I think the only thing holding me back right now is this group chat that I have with my friends. But they'll still be there if I leave. Like, I can still text them too, so what am I really doing? I don't know. I think I'm just trying to find an excuse. But my screen time has been ridiculous, through the roof lately, like 8 hours a day ridiculous, not counting the time spent on computers or iPads. After taking one break from social media before a few months ago, I definitely noticed a difference. It made me become more observant as a person, and I felt like I was more on track. The next best thing after social media is usually reading for me, so that's also a positive thing. But all in all, I think that social media is making me feel pretty fatigued. I spend hours in the morning just sitting in bed, scrolling through TikTok before making an effort to crawl out of bed. My room has also been pretty messy because I've been having a hard time finding motivation to pick things up from the floor, but things will get better soon. I can feel it. This is usually how it goes. There are phases of laziness and then phases of overproductiveness, nothing in between. That's just the reality of it. Oh yeah, not to be a weather nerd, but it is getting pretty hot, pretty summer hot in Georgia. The weather always goes from like 50, 60 every day to like 90. They don't even give us any time to prepare. Who is controlling the weather? I don't know. Please spare us a little bit. I'm not one for directly sitting in the sun, but now I can open my windows without feeling incredibly cold. I can go for a walk and feel that nice vitamin D on my skin. And personally, Miss Karina doesn't burn easily, so that is a plus. Also, not to talk about school again, but does anyone's eating habits get severely messed up by high school schedule? I'm so used to snacking throughout the day along with my meals, and then being at school, especially now, has completely messed with that. Not only could I not snack because of the mask situation, I also had 30 minutes out of the day, very late into the day, to eat lunch. And sometimes I just get so hungry that I kind of get past the point of no return and no longer have an appetite, which only happens when I'm sitting at school. So I'm really thankful that for my past school year, I was sitting at home for most of it and I could eat whenever I wanted. A little pro of being at home, I don't know. Oh my god, I almost forgot, y'all. I got a new camera. I didn't think I would be getting a graduation present. I just never really thought about it, and I didn't even know if my parents wanted to partake in that, but they really came through for me. So I'm still learning the ropes and waiting on a big tripod arm so I can actually film my art. And I'm also learning how to use Premiere Pro on my laptop since I have been using VLO on my iPad this whole time. It's an app and I love it so much. I honestly may stick to that app if I figure out how to import content onto my iPad. I'm just so used to using it and it's perfect for what I need. Premiere Pro, on the other hand, is pretty complex, so I would have to put a lot more effort into adapting to that. But yeah, higher quality videos are finally on the way after filming on my phone this whole time. Honestly, the iPhone 11 camera does come in the clutch. It's done me so good and it's much better quality than I would have expected, so I'm admittedly pretty comfortable filming with that right now, and I'd recommend using your iPhone 11 camera if you have an iPhone 11 for YouTube videos. If you happen to be thinking about doing a YouTube channel, literally just use your phone. It's so nice. It comes in the clutch so much. Going back to the money store, going back to the graduation cap, which you guys have been watching this whole time, I used black and white acrylic paint to fill in those backgrounds, and I made sure to outline the two figures in the album first so I had an idea of the space they were taking up, what those shapes looked like, and what the line art was that I had to do. For the actual line work itself, I started with a Sharpie fine tip but ended up using a micron pen just because it was a little easier, and then I just went and freehanded most of the shapes in and went from there. It was pretty self-explanatory, that's why I haven't really been talking about the process, and you guys can see exactly what's going on right now. So yeah, I'm just freehanding a lot of the lines and trying to add a little bit of texture, and yeah, it's pretty much it, honestly. I expected way more people to have decorated their caps, but surprisingly, I was one among a few, and maybe I'm tripping, but I really thought there would be more. It's such a fun little thing to do, especially since we missed out on things like prom. But I can also understand that people were pretty burnt out and just wanted to get it over with. And quite a few people didn't even show up to graduation. Like, both people that were supposed to be on either side of me were no-shows. So surreal. And I'm really not sure what else to talk about. Things are thangin', and they're thangin' positively. I'm mentally preparing myself for the next 4 years, but other than that, things are pretty good right now. And I hope they're going good for you too. I value you guys so much. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I really, really appreciate you guys for just being here. Like, I couldn't ask for more. I definitely feel like I've matured as a person within the past year, and I can't really explain it, but I've learned a lot, and I've been putting my energy into more worthwhile things. I'm only spending time with people that I truly value and enjoy being around too, and I feel so healthy. Look at her go, wow. Anyway, y'all have probably heard enough about me, but I just wanted to thank you guys so much for the millionth time for sticking around, for watching my videos. It really means so freaking much. And yeah, for the words, instead of the money store, I just put the 21 store. I think that was the most convenient thing just because 21 fit right in that little circle in the middle. And yeah, that's it, baby. Wow, she's done. Look at her. Ooh. Yes! Unfortunately, it did violate the guidelines, so I decided to put Melodrama by Lorde on top of it, and I was able to pull that off.
Namir Nizar Sarani. Tayara Coriana Lorian Wallen Damon.
And I think most of us want to get out of this heat, so I'm going to get going. Class of 2021, please join me, moving on from becoming a candidate to becoming a graduate, and turn these tassels to the left side of your caps. Always stand tall, true in hills.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marley. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish. Alright, well that's all I got for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe. I love you so much. Bye!